Ah, another volunteer. You get the same speech as everyone else. Go to the board over there. That's where you'll find my assignments. If anything's not clear, just ask. Equipment and weaponry are not provided. But by looking at you, I can see you came prepared. When the job is done, you come to me to collect the bounty.
Can you tell me where to find Viper?
I could, yes. But why should I?
I just want to talk to him, that's all.
I'm sorry, but no. Don't misunderstand me, I'm not protecting him. I have no sympathy for those who crawl around in the shadows. Unless you see his name on my board, you won't learn anything from me. That would violate my personal and professional ethics.
About the bounties. Can you explain why you do this work?
With pleasure. But you have to forgive a little verbosity. It's the only way to truly do it justice. Imagine you were painting a picture. A picture of, let's say, a rainbow. You'll need paint, of course. All different colors. Red, yellow, green, blue. You need all those just to make your little masterpiece look as it's supposed to. While you're setting up your tools, someone comes along and steals your red paint. And you have no way of getting more. So you give up on using red and go on painting with the other colors. And when you finish, you realize your rainbow isn't a rainbow. It's a big, steaming pile of shit. So instead of a bright, sunny world, yours is dark and gloomy. So you come to me and tell me what happened. All the while, the thief is sound asleep in his bed, thinking it's safe. He doesn't know or care that his hands are dirty. He goes on with life, leaving smudges of red paint on everything he touches. His beer, his friends, even his wife. He leaves a trail of red paint wherever he goes. Everyone sees it. Everyone sees red. Everyone but me. I see the rainbow in all its glory. That's because once our friend, the thief, is out of the picture, he can't sully anything else with his dirty, stained hands. Then everything is clean and perfect, as it should be. Understand?
Just saying I hate criminals would have been easier.
It's not at all that simple. It's not about killing criminals for me. That's far too banal. I see what I do as a profession, as an art. And the picture I work from is clear and has structure. The clearer the lines, the more people stay within them. Understand? Slowly but surely, chaos becomes order. Even here in the crater.
What can you tell me about Dixon?
Old Dixon is a bird who's happier in a cage. In fact, he exchanged freedom with us for the yoke of the Morcons. Well, so they say, anyway.
That's it? That's all he did wrong?
We had a contract, he and I. And for him to cancel it unilaterally was an act of bad faith. Consider the bounty on his head as an attempt at redress. Believe me, he doesn't deserve your sympathy. He's a former bounty hunter himself. He knows the world he walks in. Silence is a virtue.
You're not from around here, are you? I am. This dump is the worst. Your shards are my way out. Well, we're almost there. I'll introduce you to the rest of the group. So, here we are. Do you like it?
You call this an office?
You don't. Well, I have even more bad news for you then. Come out, boys. He has the money on him.
You've got no business being here!
I'm looking for an outlaw. Goes by the name of Viper.
I don't really know him. I've only met him briefly. I had an audience with Baxter. Viper arrived shortly after me, but left again almost immediately. I haven't seen him around since. But this place is such a maze that it's easy to miss people. Sorry I couldn't be any more help to you.
Well, thanks for the information anyway.
Come on, man.
Those beasts out there are getting dangerously close.
In the dirt all day long.
I don't know either. I heard things in Abessa are dire.
If you head north, you won't be coming back anytime soon.
The son of a bitch just took off.
Can you tell me where to find Viper?
Viper? Can't say I know him.
Right. How much?
You deaf? I said I don't know him. All I got is some hooch. You want?
I'll take that with a pinch of salt. There's my way, and there's the wrong way.
I can't stand that sort of man. You're not the first to say that.
Those beasts out there are getting dangerously close.
Can you tell me where to find Viper?
He's not far. That answer your question?
Could you be a little more specific?
Oh, I'm sorry. I forgot I was your personal fucking assistant, you needy little fuck. Ask someone who gives a shit.
Ugh, shit. Why am I doing all this shit for Dawkins anyway? Ugh. I have no other choice. I don't want to die like that.
Figured as much.
If it's a shotgun or a laser thing, anything will be quiet. This is Herbert speaking to you from the orbit.
I heard he was robbed.
Oh, you're a tough one. Huh? Buddy.
Where can I find Viper?
You're barking up the wrong tree. Hector doesn't want him around here. Try the lower districts.
Nothing. Again. That bastard is difficult to find. Somebody must know something.
Ugh.
Hey, mister. You looking for someone?
Aren't you up a little late for a kid?
No fair! Answer my question first.
How do you even know I'm looking for someone?
None of your beeswax. But I'll help you find him for 1,000 shiny ones.
I'm not paying you that much.
5,000 then.
You have no idea how to haggle, do you? You're supposed to lower the price, not raise it higher.
Oh, then, I want 5. That's it.
If you actually help me, I'll give you 10.
Whoa, for real? Deal.
There, you've got your Elexit. So what have you got to tell me?
My daddy knows the guy you're looking for.
Does your daddy have a name?
He does, but you gotta guess it. It's no fun if you don't guess.
Okay, give me a clue.
He's the most important man in the whole crater.
Baxter is your daddy?
Not him. My daddy makes sure no one goes thirsty.
You're talking about Mick, the innkeeper.
Bingo! Hey, you're smarter than you look.
Thanks, kid. You were a big help.
Don't tell him I snitched. He'd get angry.
You got my word.
I gotta go.
I'd have approached it differently.
He's been staring at me for a while.
Here. If we don't put up some resistance, all is lost.
Bullshit. You know who Viper is.
How? How do you know? God damn it. That little hussy's running her mouth again, ain't she?
That's none of your business.
There ain't nothing but trouble with that one. I swear.
Lay a hand on her, and you'll be in much bigger trouble.
All right, relax. I ain't gonna hurt her. It's just that if certain things reach the wrong people, my ass is grass, you know? Then there won't be no one around to take care of her. But that's my problem. We're talking about Viper. I do some work for him, delivering some stuff now and again, little jobs here and there, nothing major.
I want to meet him. Can you arrange that?
You sure are demanding, fella. He's gonna ask questions. What do I tell him when he asks why you want to meet?
We have a mutual friend, Skibor.
All right, fine. I'll tell him. Wait till tomorrow night. I'll let you know if the meeting's still on.
Are you sure?
Basically, it makes no difference.
See you later.
Hey, I'm ready to do some more diplomacy.
So who's gonna try and kill us this time? What about talking to Kaya? She's the head of her faction, remember?
Nah, let's save the Berserkers. I want to try the Albs first. Which means you have to get me FaceTime with Alexit or Ekrom.
Can't you do this one on your own?
Oh, sure. Leave me to start another war with the Albs. Real smart.
You're not filling me with confidence here.
Just shut your pie hole and take me to Ekrom. From what I hear, he spends most of his time in the Ignadon ruins.
That doesn't sound very specific.
Let's get going.
My head. I need to concentrate. If I don't get a handle on it, that thing is going to happen to me.
So these Ignadon Albs, are they the same as the ones back at the Ice Palace?
They've changed since the war with the Free People.
That's true, but...
Learned plenty, too.
Believe us.
I really couldn't care less.
Probably better.
I'll drink to that.
So, did you set up the meeting with Viper?
Your internal clock is off. You're too early.
Exactly was thinking.
Well, I wasn't consulted on it. Again.
Serious.
Your internal...
Think so? I think you're full of
I
shit.
heard he was robbed.
Never.
Yeah? If they're so clever, then why are they sitting on a powder keg at Ignadon?
Change isn't easy. There's disagreements.
Well, he brought it on himself.
So?
Yeah, and I hope you know what you're in for. Come on, I'll take you to him. You're a real weirdo, you know. I'm at body bags.
Can't keep your mouth shut. You're only gonna make things worse.
We all got problems.
I know exactly
Something
what
tells
you mean.
me I wouldn't want to deal with yours.
How much farther is it?
Not much. Almost there. We're here. That guy over there is one of Viper's boys. His boss can't be far away. I'd come with you, but...
I'll handle it. You head on home.
Yeah, I'll do that. Good luck, pal.
Ah, there you are. You're the VIP Viper's been waiting for.
Can't you see I'm busy?
There you are. Come on in.
Don't be scared. Come here.
Must really sting, not being the Alb's golden boy anymore, huh?
I was never really...
So, you're the other one.
The other one what?
There was an Alb in here earlier. Said his name was Zarek. He was a little too nosy for my liking.
What'd you do to him?
Nothing. He's okay. We got off on the wrong foot, but I won't hold it against you. Besides, this place doesn't exactly inspire confidence.
What's your point?
I get it. Give me a sec. I don't need you anymore. Go wait outside.
You got it, boss.
You know, I normally have a stake in everything. Goods, services, you name it. But I've been trying to expand lately, and I'm losing business partners left and right. It was all so promising when I started. But here I go, getting ahead of myself. Let's start from the beginning. You're here for Skibor, just like your pale-faced friend. Or should I say, ex-friend. That rat left for the depot when I fed him a few lies. What a shame. One leaves you in the lurch, and the other blows himself up.
You know about that?
Of course. And I owe you my thanks for that. If it wasn't for you, that idiot Howler would have ruined everything. In case you don't remember, he was looking to relieve you and Skibor of your shards. It's a good thing you didn't get pulled into his game. Skibor never would have succeeded.
I think you're being a little too free with the info here.
You should know the truth. Doesn't matter anyway. You can't prevent the attack now. So there's no need to keep up the charade.
So you and Skibor were partners?
We weren't partners, but he was a useful tool for me. But first things first. When Skibor first arrived in the crater, I couldn't tell the difference between him and the rest of the scum. He was just an average-looking guy. But this average-looking guy was buying Elex left and right, so I knew something was fishy. So I wanted to know two things from him. Where did he get the shards to pay for the Elex, and why didn't I ever see him use it? He's made full use of everything else. Everything was a rush for him. Didn't matter if it was alcohol or women. He had no control. He wasn't telling me anything, so I just pumped him full of chems. He was singing like a canary then. And you wouldn't believe what he told me. An Alb agent disguised as a human? Genius. Then I got an idea. All I needed for it was a bomb. A human bomb.
So the attack on the Albs was all your idea?
Of course. Those fireworks were supposed to catapult me to the top. It just didn't pan out that way, as you can tell.
How'd you make Skibor into a bomb?
It was easy. Getting him sedated was a cinch. Then I sliced him open and wired him up. And it was all thanks to my homemade cocktail of chems. He had no side effects. Well, except for the odd stomach ache. Albs are tough, man. Same goes for a fucked up Alb.
How'd you know when he was gonna leave?
I knew his routine. At least I thought I did. I gave him double the Elex and hoped he would deliver the stuff to his client. But that son of a bitch didn't move. He couldn't get enough of the stuff. And I didn't have any more to give him. Imagine the situation. He could have gone off if he'd farted and taken half the crater with him. Even though the detonator was only supposed to react to a high concentration of Elex, I wasn't sure exactly what would happen. And neither Baxter nor Hector would have found it funny to have their huts torn out from straight under their asses. Luckily, you came along and made everything better.
You're pretty calm for a guy who almost started a war.
Everyone knows it's not us that has the Alb's attention. It's those stupid purple bugs. Besides, the clerics were the ones who were supposed to be the whipping boys. All I had to do was set Skibor on them. It was a simple trade. Their metal for Elex. That was the deal. But Skibor didn't know it'd be the last deal he ever made. So, this brings up a question. How'd you find out about me?
You didn't cover your tracks as well as you thought.
Well, that won't happen a second time. What if I were to offer you a job? You come work for me? What do you say?
I don't work with or for people like you.
You know what? That's exactly the kind of answer I'd expect from you. I just can't work with anyone who knows more than I do. And what you know is enough to get me killed.
It was a mistake sending your guards outside.
Mistake? That's just the way I want it. The less they know, the better. But since you seem to miss them, I'll bring them back. Tell Skibor I say hello. Shit! What was that?
There we go!
Did he get you?
Where did you come from?
You didn't think I would abandon you, did you?
No, it's good to see you.
Don't mention it. Let's get the fuck out of here before people start asking too many questions. I had the dubious fortune to track this guy down before you did. He distrusted me from the outset. That gave him an advantage, so I had to take action.
You mean you played dumb?
I must have been convincing. His henchmen didn't follow me.
Good thing you took them out.
I wasn't sure you could handle them all, so why take a risk? Let's sum up the results one last time. We'll go up there, have some peace and quiet.
Wow, what the fuck is wrong with you? What was I saying?
I was never really in charge of the Ice Palace. It was a painful lesson. Thanks for the reminder.
Anytime.
Okay, out with it. What did you learn?
Skibor's only partly to blame. The Elex became his undoing.
How so? His consumption was limited to a minimum.
He was supposed to get it for someone. The outlaw took advantage of that and turned it into a bomb.
What? You know what that means. It's not over yet.
What are you talking about?
Listen, Alexander Azok's long suspected that Commander Aris is taking more Elex than allowed. It was my job to find out if his theory was true. You remember our meeting at the Collector's? I was looking for a middleman there. I had no idea that Skibor had taken on that role himself. The Commander is a security risk.
Good thing I'm here. Leave this risk to me.
No. This job requires a clear head.
You should have told me sooner.
I know. I regret that I didn't. I don't know the reasons for Aris's behavior, but I've learned that it's better to find out before jumping to any conclusions. Except, I'm no longer the right man for the job. You've shown me what it is to be efficient, what it means to make your own decisions. I can't just return to the depot and keep on like before. I want to understand how the world works. To do that, I have to turn my back on the directive. I have to leave the Alps.
Azok's not gonna like this.
I don't care. The fact that you're going to tell him that to his face more than makes up for it.
So, what are you gonna do now?
I'll do what you did. disappear into exile for a while. But if you want to do me one last favor, cut the commander some slack. I know you two didn't get along, but we owe her a lot.
I'll think about it.
That's a start. Who knows, you might even be able to open her eyes. As I don't understand much about saying goodbye, I won't even try.
All right. Take care of yourself, Zarek.
I will. But go now. The depot is waiting. Oh, and Jax.
Yeah?
Thanks.
Like time took a big steaming shit all over it.
Ah, another player in the great game of Magellan. I see your path has returned you to these icy climes once more. It has been some time.
Kar Akram, if I'm not mistaken.
You still know my name. That is, interesting. We so rarely had the pleasure, after all.
You were a scout for the Ice Palace? You were quite the traveler back then.
I never fully abandoned work, you know. Although I am no simple scout these days.
You're being modest. I hear you're the first Alexander, the highest spiritual leader of the Alps.
You, the beast of Zakor, can call me Ekram.
It's been a while since I was called that. It doesn't fit me anymore.
And yet, you still follow the path of your former people. There must be a reason for that, surely. I assume you are here because of the invaders ravaging our planet.
There are a lot of things I have to take care of.
Well, that is interesting indeed. What can I do to aid you in your efforts?
What do you plan to do about the foreign invaders?
At the moment, we Albs are in the worst strategic position of all the Magellan peoples. And we are not as well equipped as the invaders. That means we are likely to be their first target. We must be vigilant. We must track the invaders' every move. That is one of the reasons I spend so much time in the depot at the moment.
You're leader of the Alps. Aren't you worried walking around outside the depot without protection?
I am an Elexitor of the Alps. If I cannot withstand the perils of Ignadan, How am I to lead an entire people?
Oh, one more thing. This is, Nasty. She's,
Ah, I see that she is a representative of the Morcons.
And I see that you're one of those chalky-ass oppressive fucks who thinks he's better than everybody else.
Oh no.
Wait, something's not right here.
Wow.
We can do this!
Better that I recruit the fighters for the Sixth Power and not anyone else.
You're gonna regret that! Don't say a fucking word.
I don't get it. What is wrong with you? Are you trying to antagonize the rest of Magellan? Or just see how far you can push them all?
I know what I'm doing, okay?
What is the point of all this craziness? What's it for? I don't buy that you want to improve relations between the factions.
Wouldn't expect you to understand. Your job is to get me in to talk to them. The rest is none of your business.
Fine. If that's what it takes.
Just got one more call to make anyway. The Berserkers in Tavar. I'll let you know when I'm ready. Then you can decide whether to be a chicken shit or not.
There's that diplomatic touch again.
You can scurry along now. Time for some weapons training. Good. I assume you have nothing to report?
Wrong. But it's better if I tell you the rest without your guards here.
Excuse me. I must have misheard you.
Trust me, I'm doing you a favor.
Okay, if it's that important to you. Leave us alone!
Yes, Commander.
Alright, explain. Are the clerics responsible for the attack?
Not the clerics. The outlaws. One of them, at least.
What are you talking about? Skibor would never have gotten involved with them.
Not willingly, no. But he was being used and they made him into a living bomb. And it's all thanks to you.
How dare you! You're standing in front of a commander of the Albs!
Spare me the theatrics. I want to help you.
Help me? Nobody can help me.
I can try. But you need to be honest for once.
Alright, fine. No more lies. Skibor had to supply me with Elex. I couldn't think of another way out. You can't imagine what it's like. All I do, every day, all day, is pass down judgments. Every one means a death. And the bodies pile up and up. The lifeless faces blur together. But I do it. And I deal with it, and I make more hard decisions, and I always put efficiency first. I always promote our vision. And I use Elex to help me forget. To blunt these emotions and leave me cold. But the normal ration's not enough. Skibor understood that. More than anybody else. But now you're here. Holding up the mirror to me.
Bitch, you're making this too complicated. The dead are gone. Forget them, or it'll make you crazy.
Control my emotions on my own? No, I can't do that.
Well, then I sure as shit can't help you.
I've just made everything worse. There's no future for me.
You want sympathy? You're not getting that from me.
I just wanted to get that stuff off my chest before it's too late. My final order is, report to Azok. It's up to him to officially close this investigation.
Come on, what is this shit?
I was with Azok. He gave me the permit for your expedition.
I can't believe this. Amazing! Where's the escort? How many people did Azok approve for us?
No one.
Are you fucking joking? Azok wants us to go to the old converter alone? We may as well shoot ourselves now. Thanks for trying, but this is a shit idea. Or are you stronger than a squad of Albs?
I can wipe the floor with those animals in my sleep.
Unexpected confidence. Convincing, okay. But I warn you, if I die on this trip, I will kill you.
Let's start the expedition and head to the old converter.
I won't make a big speech. You all know the background to this expedition. Except you, obviously. Our scouts near the old converter have reported seemingly feeble examples of the alien creatures. Until now, we didn't know the creatures could age at all. It would be more efficient to explain on the move. Are you ready?
I'm ready. Let's go to the old converter.
All right, follow on. Maintain the pace.
You were going to tell us what this expedition is about.
Let's get out of here first. I'll explain when we get outside.
There's a theory that they blew up the silo on purpose.
What? That makes no sense. Are we all still together?
Looks like it.
All right, let's go. And let's pick up the pace. I assume your legs are functioning normally.
What actually happened back there?
What do you mean?
You're much more emotional than other Albs.
Oh, right, yeah.
Are you gonna tell me why that is?
You already know everything you need to. I should probably start by explaining what we're actually doing here. The purple creatures that nearly overran Maracor were sighted at the old energy converter. These particular specimens looked unusually weak. We are on this expedition to get tissue samples from them. And for that, I need you to kill one for me. I doubt they'll let us cut samples out of them while they're still alive.
What's so special about these creatures besides looking weak?
That's exactly what's so special about them. As far as I know, the creatures normally show almost no individual variation within a class. That's all I know. I'm not told much because my security clearance isn't high enough, apparently. But I digress. In any case, I need the tissue samples to study how these creatures are created. Or just modified. I don't know. Knowledge of their true nature would be of great use to us. At least, I hope it will. They must have originally come from somewhere off to our right. We better not go there. It's too dangerous. Azok, I was right to make this expedition.
What do we actually do with the bodies after we take them down?
What do you think? We obviously can't carry them back without a lot more soldiers. So, I need you to cut samples out of them. I brought containers of nutrient solution to keep the samples alive. Hopefully. We're getting close. According to the reports, we're looking for a cave or a rock overhang or similar. Hopefully, we'll find them.
This place sounds awesome to me.
Come on, here we go!
Patience is not one of my strengths. Here we are. The question is, what's our approach? I don't want to get any closer to the converter. I have a gun, but I'm hardly trained with it.
If you can't fight, you better hide.
That was what I was thinking too. I'll wait close by. Do you have any questions before you go on?
Any idea where exactly we might find these purple creatures?
According to the scouts, there should be a small cave here somewhere. At the junction to Abessa, somewhere on the outskirts of the old converter. That's all I know. Just keep going further inland. Look for a small cave or something.
Beast wants trouble!
Here, take the tissue samples.
Thanks. Just a moment. I'll put them in the nutrient solution. We should head back. It's too dangerous to examine the samples here. I can get home alone safely. I know the safe and unsafe areas now. You want to come along?
I'll head back alone later.
Got it. In that case, I'm going. See you at the depot.
Now that was a truly shitty thing to do.
Nero put a bounty on your head.
Would have been surprised if he hadn't. But none of his goons have found me yet. You're not just telling me this because you want the shards for yourself, now are you?
I'm still thinking about it.
What is there to think about? It's not like I'm gonna run away. All I ask is that you look me in the eye. If you're planning to slit my throat, say so. Don't fuck around.
About your package. Why didn't you tell me your wife was dead?
I wasn't sure you'd take the job if I did.
Why was this so important to you?
My wife and daughter meant everything to me. Made my life worth living. She always wanted flowers on her birthday. Never understood it myself. As soon as you pick them, they're dying. Guess that's pretty appropriate now. Thanks for doing this, man. Can't tell you how much it means to me.
Oh yeah, I ran into a couple of bounty hunters. They thought I was you.
What? Were they blind? We ain't exactly twins, right?
Tell that to the guy I put down.
Listen, pal. I know I asked a lot of you. Honestly didn't think you'd end up in the line of fire. Ain't no hard feelings, okay, man?
No hard feelings.
Thanks for your understanding. Here, take this. My personal stash.
How did your family die?
They were, burned.
Oh, shit. I'm sorry. How'd it happen?
Been wondering that for a long time. I was out collecting debts for Nero. The usual. And when I came back, well, the hut was ashes. I just stood there for hours, watching the glowing embers wink out.
Did you find out what started the fire?
Nah. Don't matter much. Have you seen them huts in the crater? One spark or short circuit is all they need to go up. It's all in the past now, anyway. I bumped a lot of chems into my body. Drank like a fish. But I got through it. All I got left now is my smoking. Who knows? Maybe the Morcons will help me kick that too.
Not now.
All this.
I must.
All right. Yes. I'll take Khan's life.
I'm glad to hear it. I'll make the arrangements. I trust that you'll grant Khan an honorable death.
I won't make it easy for you.
Hang on a minute. You're going to fight back?
Of course. Only death in battle is honorable.
Cool.
Are you prepared?
I still have a few questions.
The time for questions is past.
I don't want to do this. Is there really no other way?
No. Do it now. I'm finished with this world. I must be downed in battle. Ravok will receive me. My time has come. Please, do this.
Yeah, I'm ready. Let's fight.
You have my thanks. May Ravok receive you.
Praise be to Ravok. Khan is reborn in Ravok's arms. I admit I had my doubts, but you proved a capable fighter. Perhaps Khan was right to choose you as his executioner.
Well, it's not like I had a choice.
Not true. You could have rejected Khan's plea and never returned. But you didn't. You did as he asked, and for that you deserve credit. In recognition, I will grant you a request. What do you want? If it's in my power, I'll grant it.
I wouldn't mind some shards.
I see. If this is what you desire. I trust that will be sufficient. I had hoped you'd take Khan's place in our ranks, but I see I was mistaken.
That's the way to handle that.
What are you doing?